I hate this one. Read the title and I hate this one. Am I the asshole for stealing my sister's baby's name? Honestly, if you knew she wanted that name and then you decided to call your own baby that name, you are an asshole. If you both happen to want the same name and happened that you had the baby first, fine. A 30 female. I'm 5 months pregnant with my first child. My sister Annie, 24 female, is also pregnant with her second child. My husband and I have been struggling with infertility for some time, and when I found out I was pregnant, I decided to wait until I was 3 months along before telling anyone in case I lost the baby. Luckily, our daughter seems to be perfectly healthy. By the way, before the 3rd month, 20% of chances of just losing the baby, even if everything goes fine. So like, it's why we're trying not to say it too quickly usually when we learn that someone is pregnant. Luckily, our daughter seems to be perfectly healthy, and my husband and I are excited to be parents for the first time after trying to convince for so long. Is it convince? It's not convince. Maybe it is. My English is not good on that word. It's the reverse form of what I said. The only problem is my sister Hani. My sister got pregnant a few weeks after I told my family about my pregnancy, and I was happy that our kids would get to be so close growing up. So my husband and I were thinking of baby names, and we both like Molly. I don't like Molly, but that's their thing. I feel like it's a name that sounds like that's gonna be my definition of my feeling toward that. It sounds like a child carrying a teddy bear. That's how Molly sounds in my head. Like, that person is gonna be an adult one day, which happens to be my grandmother's middle name. Great. My mom recently threw my sister and I a baby shower. We had a joint one where I told her what we plan to name our daughters. She seemed surprised and told me that Annie was going to use that name. I told my mom that it was unfortunate, but Annie had plenty of time to come up with another name. She begged me to pick another name since Annie had her heart set on it. Oh man. Up to what I see here, Hebda, both seem to have gotten the idea of that name separately. So it's kind of sad because like there's going to be someone hurt. Even though both decided to call it that name, they both told it to the mom, and the mom was like, oh, fudge. I told my mom that I wouldn't budge and ended up leaving the party early to avoid causing a scene. After the party, my sister called me and yelled at me for trying to steal a name that I knew meant a lot to her. She's very close to our grandparent. I suggested that Annie could use one of the other names that start with M, like Millie, Miriam, Melanie, etc. After that, Annie and I decided to meet up for lunch to talk things over. They were both like, you want another name? Nah, you want another. Nah, you want another. It's going to be atrocious. So, but things got heated when I refused to change what I was going to call my daughter. Annie cussed at me and left the restaurant, which I thought was immature. Oh no, this is so like honestly, at this point, are we talking about maturity? You're both fighting over the fact of calling your baby based on a drug's name, as Kim says. Who's immature here? I think this whole situation is ridiculous. Yeah. I think we both agree on that. She can't claim a name when she might not even have a girl. So am I the... Oh, wait. Does not even yet know that it's going to be a girl. It's absurd. Edit. Annie's first child was a girl that was named Jessica. If the name Molly was as important for her as people are making out, why didn't she name her first daughter Molly? Edit 2. For everyone saying I should change Molly's name, I've been calling her that for months. That is the stupidest excuse. Honestly, like, I'm sorry, girl. Get lost. This is extremely stupid for me as an excuse. I grew attached to that name because the features I called it Molly all the time. I think you do not understand. Like, this is as shitty as an answer as your sister being like, this name is so important to me. I cannot both. I think everyone's the asshole. Everyone sucks here. It's gonna be my point here. Everybody sucks here. The mom, the Annie, and the OP. Esh. No doubt. You are all freaking kids fighting over what you're gonna name your kid. Like, good job. Good job. I only implied that my sister should choose another name in response to my mother telling me I should change my baby's name. Annie's welcome to also name her baby Molly, but I won't change my baby's name. Man, this point, it's gonna be to whomever wins the race. Like, first baby out wins. Let's see who's ahead. So the only problem is my sister. My sister got pregnant a few weeks after. Okay, so let's say your Molly comes out a little too late and her Molly comes out a little quickly. I mean, here, who's ready to get out at 5 months? Who's ready to have lungs problem for the rest of its life? Who's ready to live with the consequences of having the Molly? God, that cannot be a real problem. That cannot be a real problem. It's so stupid. And he sounds as mature as her firstborn. But like, Opie is as bad, Gim. Like, both are bad here. Everybody's the asshole. Was going to say not the asshole right up, but you told her to pick a different name. Neither of you have the ownership of a name. That's the whole point. It's stupid. It is absolutely stupid. Oh man. Yeah. Everybody sucks here. Like, okay, for once I agree. It is so rare that I come out with a esh and I go in the commentary and the commentary are like, yeah, everybody sucks here. Ooh, it was so stupid. It is so stupid. I think I hear better argument in my secondary 1 classes. We're talking like first year of high school classes. I hate this. They are so sad. What are you fighting about? He stole my eraser. Am I really fixing that in a moment? No, it's fine. Like, they understand when I watch them and I'm like, are you gonna make me split up that fight? Am I gonna have to be the one making sure you're not like stupid together?